Right. We learned in last topic, two topics we learned about it. Number one is just we proved that repository installation blocks are not executing with your report run. Executing only with Oracle based server, start or restart. Of course, we do have the scheduling option also available. Second point, what we learned, we can call repository variables inside the condition of the fragmentation. Inside the conditions of the fragmentation. These are the two exercises what we did in last class. Now let us go and try to see the next one, that is called as session variables. That's called as session variables. Tell me what you mean by session. Simply logout and login time is called as session time. Today we started our session, you can say. Let us say whenever user logged in, that means what? Session is started. Whenever user logged in, that means session is started. And that session ID and that session time, everything you can see here. What is this one? Session ID. And when the session is started, this is the time it started. It is in the not in our my mission timings, it is a PhD timings, I think. Okay, now we have here some timings. Now next point is, any application will support a number of sessions, yes or no? For example, we have here, this is what the analytics application. Can I go and try to take here private window? In this private window, again I can open analytics portal. In this analytics portal, can I log in with some other user called as Lavanya, right? And the password is RR capital, I take small 123. I am able to log in or not? Now how many sessions we created? If you go and try to see the administration, then manage sessions, two sessions are available. One session is created by Lavanya, one session is created by WebLogic. Similarly, if I want to create here one more session, can I create it or not? I can go to the one more private window. There I can, one private window will communicate with other private window. Huh? Yes? Oh. In Mozilla it is not there, right? Like that? Okay, as I know in Mozilla it is not there. In the Google Chrome it is communicating. One private window is communicating with other window. That's what automatically what is happening. Sign in information is updating over there. Okay, anyhow. Now you understand what I am trying to tell, right? You have the gmail.com is the application. A number of users at a time can make the sessions or not? Yes. So that's what the meaning of this point. Next, session variables will be populated separately for each and every session or user. If you see in this corner, it is showing what name? WebLogic. And if you see in this corner, it is showing what name? Lavanya. This page is nothing but some PHP code or some JavaScript code, something, right? In that corner, they are calling here session variable. They're calling what? Session variable. The session variable name is colon user. What is the session variable name? Colon user. And also they're calling actually they're calling is not the user, they're actually calling is display name. What they're calling? Display name. Display name is nothing but full name of the employee. But full name is not available for the given employee. System is going to take what? Username. Like that they written the script over there. Case when display name is available, take that one, otherwise take the colon user, like that. As of now we don't have the full name, that is the reason it's taking what? So what I want to say is, what is this colon user and colon display name? Session variables. And the session variables values, is it same for Lavanya and WebLogic? No. For Lavanya it's showing Lavanya only, for WebLogic it's showing WebLogic only. But previous case, max year you calculated, right? Max here is same for Lavanya and WebLogic or not? That means what I want to give your point is repository variable values are same for all users. Repository variable values are not changing user to user, whereas session variable values are changing from user to user. That's what point I want to give it. To prove that one, we have here one simple navigation is available. Let's see this navigation, then we'll go back to our theory points. What I am doing is I am developing a report with what? Year and year. Let us do that. I am going here, then I am trying to develop a report with year and year, new analysis, supplier sales representative. Two columns I am taking. One column is called as year, other column also called as year. Let me save this one. What you are understanding? Session variables you are understanding. Now first one whatever available, I am going for edit formula. I am trying to call here one session variable I am calling. Let us go to the variable, session variable. The session variable name is user. Click on here, okay. Now user automatically came. What is the syntax of that session variable? Value of nq underscore session dot user. What is the repository variable syntax? This part is not there, right? This piece is not there. Value of repository variable we used to write it, but session variable means we have to write value of nq underscore session dot name. Now we are going for click on here, okay. We are trying to click on here, okay. The bottom okay is available. As it is not appearing, I am hiding this taskbar. Then okay. Now we are seeing what? This report we are seeing it. Now I am trying to run this report. I am trying to run this report. How I can run? Results. What is the value you are seeing? Let me go for other window. I am in the other window now. Let me go to the catalog. Where we saved our report? In the shade folder, in the B160 folder. In that B160 folder, we go for here, let us say last modified descending. This was the report, right? Open. Now what is the name we are seeing? So in both the places, what is the variable I passed? USER user. The user variable in case of Lavanya case is showing what? Lavanya. In case of WebLogic case is showing what? WebLogic. In case of WebLogic is showing what? WebLogic. So what I want to say is this point. Session variables will be populated separately for each and every session or user. Now persist, that means remembers only while a user session is active, and receives values when user establishes what? Their sessions. The moment they click on here login button, immediately calculates the values of the session variables. Next, syntax is already we are aware of it, and these are two types available. One is system, second is non-system. System session variables are predefined. Even I used that one of the session variable that is called as what? User. These are predefined. As part of the installation we got it. If you want to know what are the things are available, go to the manage, go to the variables. What is this? System. Right click in the work area. These all are predefined system session variables. Predefined system session variable. Directly you can go and you can use it. User. And you can use, let us say, display name somewhere. Display name. Full name of the employee. Like that, whatever you want, you can use it. Whatever available here in these things, we have some of the things are related to what? Security. These are the related to the security. User is related to the security or not? Yes. That means system session variables are normal system session variables are available. Security related system session variables are available. Got my point? Okay, that's what this point is available. And we have below system variables. These all are what? Case sense 2 must be written in what? Capital letter only. And we saw this exercise also, we got chance to see it. And next is available here non-system session variables. From here, we'll try to see in tomorrow's class because it's anyhow it is big thing. We'll try to see in tomorrow's class. Am I clear? Thank you. Tomorrow we'll meet. Bye bye.